So let's talk about loudness a little bit, and I'm going to actually ask Alvin to come up here and join me because he's got a little bit that he prepared for today. So you guys can let Alvin out. Come on and join us. Let's give him a round. Let's get him up here. Yep. You can keep that, yeah, sure. Yeah.
And this too?
Yep. You can keep those if you want. Okay. Put this around your neck. This will pick up your voice. Right, he's all official now. I got him right where I want him. Okay, so we were going to talk about loudness and units of measurement. So, I mean, we can measure loudness in a lot of different ways. We can measure the loudness of specific sounds. We can measure the loudness of the whole soundscape around us, basically. But when we measure loudness, Alvin, what is the unit of measurement that we use?
We measure loudness in decibels.
Decibels.
Oh,
right?
you were going to ask me that question.
Well, I told you, you're going to do next month, right?
Yeah,
It's all about frequency, right? Okay. So yeah, so we measure in decibels. Who are decibels named after, Alvin?
Alex Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone company in 1920s.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Did you study?
Yeah. So the bell itself is named after Alexander Graham Bell, and by the Bell Telephone Company. When they were developed, they needed a way to measure loudness, and so they proposed this unit of measurement. And they said, well, if we're going to invent a unit of measurement for something, we're going to name it after our founder, Alexander Graham Bell. So it was in the 1920s that they came up with this measurement. So that means we're almost at the 100th anniversary of the decibel, basically.
We are.
So because we're in the 2020s now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 100 years of measuring loudness. Okay. So when we talk about a range of human hearing, what's the minimum and the maximum decibels that we can hear?
0 to 130. 0 being the we can't hear that. 110 being the comfort of hearing, and 130 being threshold of pain.
Yeah, threshold of pain. Okay, so literally there's
Ears are bleeding.
we hear from 0, which is the threshold of hearing, to 110 is where it starts to get uncomfortable for us, and then 130 is literally the threshold of pain. Our ears physically hurt because they're vibrating so violently at 130. Okay.
Can't your ears bleed also?
Yes, you can. You can have your ears pop. I wasn't going to talk about that. But, okay. That's why it's important for us to be conscious of loudness, though, and exposure to different loudness levels, and making sure that we're taking care of our ears, right?
Yes.
And so, what are some examples of common sounds that our audience may know, and what decibel levels those
A
are at?
normal conversation, I believe, is about 60 decibels. A whisper is about 20 decibels. A rocket ship launch right at the pad is 180.
Yes.
And
Wow.
a coach's whistle, depending on the brand, is about 120, 130, I believe.
Yeah.
Still loud.
Yeah. So yeah, when you shop for coach whistles, they'll actually tell you like how loud they are, like as part of their sales pitch. And there's a little bit of a kind of one-upsmanship of like ours is louder than this company's, basically, because they want you to be able to hear the coach whistle. If you've ever participated in sports, those whistles are pretty loud.
Yeah.
And yeah, right. So. Does that help us kind of, let's say, thank you, Alvin, for coming up
You're
here.
welcome.
Thank you, Alvin.
Yeah. Thank you.